Hi everybody, it's Ryan from Ryviews.com, and today it's time for another RyCast. This time around I'm talking about my inability to frequently start a game series or a TV series, any kind of series really, in the middle of it. This comes up a lot, particularly when I'm trying to, let's say, reread the last few Harry Potter books, where I've read the first 4 a million times, and I've read the last 3 probably about twice each. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I love the last few books, but I can't ever bring myself to not start at the first one. It's really tough for me to not read the beginning, and then by the time I get to books 5, 6, and 7, I've lost steam and interest. Same thing happens with video game trilogies frequently. Not so much for Halo. I'm not quite sure why Halo was an exception, but I'll get to that in a second. If you look at Mass Effect, which I recently did a best in the series on, which you can check out, it's tough for me to start with Mass Effect 2 or 3 without playing Mass Effect 1. And in the case of Mass Effect 3, playing 2. I don't know why it's so difficult for me, but I enjoy the narrative they build. I've always been a big fan of telling a story in whatever media I'm in. Whether it's movies or television or games or books or whatever, I'm always very engrossed by the narrative it tells. Of course, I am a man and I love special effects, I love explosions. And like in video games, of course, I want good gameplay as well. But the storyline is always what draws me in and what keeps me entertained. So when I jump in the middle of a storyline, it just doesn't feel as true, So it's difficult for me to ever start in. And I really think that actually hampers some of my liking of games that are late in the series, because it's weird for me to sit down and say, hey, I'm going to start this game that's halfway through the narrative, and suddenly I feel like, oh, I don't really remember what happened. I should go back and play it or read it or whatever the case may be. It really hurts my enjoyment of the stuff later in the series, because by then I'm getting burned out and annoyed. And frequently, when a new one comes out, like a new video game, I'll want to play through the beginning ones, but then of course by the time I get to the new one, I'm not really as interested anymore. So it just isn't a great system. It's happened several times in the past. I don't expect it to really stop. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm trying to get myself to play through Mass Effect 2 and 3 again. I've played through 1 a million, billion, gajillion times, and as I don't want to spoil which one is my favorite in the Best in the Series Mass Effect YouTube video that I made, but suffice it to say, I played the first one by far the most. That's the important part to this conversation. So I'm probably going to try to start 2, and it's going to feel weird not playing through 1 immediately beforehand. But every time I've done that, I've always got bogged down seriously trying to play through the rest of it. So we're going to see how that goes. Let me know in the comments if you have similar troubles starting in the middle of a series. Let me know if you absolutely don't care, too. I'd be interested to see people who have that opinion. So let me know. Thanks for listening, everybody. Visit www.ryviews.com for more content, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.